Hey guys, so you might remember, sorry, I need to move a paper. You might remember these roses that I made, and it was in a previous video that was recent. You may have seen it or not, but I showed these roses that I made. I didn't show how to make them, but I showed that I made an entire bouquet with them, and there was like stems that I made out of barbecue skewers, and then I also made a whole bunch, and I told you guys that these were basically my Christmas gifts. And yeah, I said it in a lot of videos and I'm gonna say it again, but yes, I'm planning very early and I'm making stuff very early, so that way at the end I don't have to worry about making anything, because last year and the year before that I just drew stuff last minute, and then I was having the struggle of my life because trying to draw everything last minute, color it in, taking only a week to do it, and it was like difficult because I only gave myself a week to do it, and I was like, why didn't I think of this before, and why didn't I think of like who to give stuff to beforehand, and just creating this list, and then the list started growing and growing, and I was like, I'm not setting people. So yeah, so I decided to make some more origami stuff, and you can tell these roses are more 3D and more realistic in a way, but there's this simple type of fold. If you want to learn how to make these, you can go online. These are like the simple roses, and then there are also roses that are more complex, but you don't curl the but you don't have to curl like the edges like this. So I just like these types of roses though, because they're not complex, yet they're so easy to fold and so pretty, and you just have to like twist it and then you curl the edges. And I really like the curled petals at the ends. So yeah, and basically I was like, I still want to give myself some variety because I created so many roses, but I was like, I don't want to use up all my origami paper because I only have like a package or so left, and then the other packages that I have typically are like for the other packages that I have are like more animal print stuff, so it's more about like those ones have instructions on how to origami fold animals, but I didn't want to do that, and also I didn't feel like learning how to do that. Like, it's so complex, so I was like, nah. But originally I was gonna fold like lotus flowers, and actually lotus flowers are like those ones with the curled petals on the outside to the inside, but and they're rounder, so they're round. But fortunately, I realized when I was trying to fold one that like the steps are similar to this, except you don't peel it off, like you don't fold it upwards, everything upwards. What you do is you flip it over and then you fold it in a few more times, and basically how you make this is you keep folding in the four corners. You fold them in like 3 layers, and then you do the same. You do one to the back and then you fold it a little bit. But then I came to realize that using medium-sized origami paper does not work for the lotus flower, and you actually need the bigger paper, and I only have like 5 sheets. I don't know why the package came with like a lot of tiny ones, a lot of medium ones, but for the larger sheets they only come with a few. So ends up I was like, I don't want to use all of that, and so I ended up not using it, and I just stuck to this simple flower. It's just a simple flower. It looks more flat than the rose, and yeah, it's simple to make. Oh, this one's a bit crinkled, but it's simple to make and very pretty. Not as, like, doesn't completely look like, to me when I look at it, it looks like a flower, but not as much as the rose. So I do prefer the rose because the rose is like really pretty and more flower shaped. But I can tell you, it's like if you put this in a bag, like these are easier to transfer than these, because like when I was like bringing these around, I was like, be careful, don't hurt like the edges and everything, and the spiral can undo a little bit, and then you have to tighten it a little bit. Sorry, I don't have two hands, but basically you want to make sure the bottom is sticking up like that. So yeah, to keep it shaped. So yeah, these are a little hard to bring outside, but hopefully when I bring them outside, they won't get ruined. I have like this gift bag that I'm going to put them all in and just give them to people. But yeah. That's it for this video. I don't really have much to show. I basically made these like all like in a few minutes. Like I probably spent 20 minutes making them. It didn't take that long to make this much, but I made more roses than these types of flowers. So I'm thinking if I should what I should do, because I don't want to use all of my paper. And basically I took the colorful paper. The other colors that I have left are like gray, brown, and black, and all of those colors. So I'm kind of like running out on bright colors. So this is probably all I'm going to make. And besides, I made a whole bunch of roses anyway. So yeah, I just wanted variety. And to be honest, when I was looking at the roses, I was like, feels like I could do a little more something. And I decided, why not make another flower? And I couldn't find I did find like other flowers like tulips, but I was like, I don't want to make stems, so I'll just make these flat ones. So yeah. And there are roses where they're flat like this on the bottom. Except I didn't really like those, and plus if they're flat on the bottom, I can't attach sticks to make them look nice, and also they probably don't look as nice as these ones. Like they look nice on the top, but the bottom is flat like this, so it's more, yeah. But in the end, I think these ones look just as pretty, but I would say I prefer the roses. But they're super easy to make. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be like going through and making different videos about different gifts that I get, but for other people, like that I buy for other people. But for now, we're kind of like slow on that because I have 2 months anyways, and I'm just like have 2 months. So I hope I don't have to rush, because my dad said, because Costco has a lot of gifts that are like under $20, and usually he said at the beginning of winter, they'll throw out the cheap gifts, and then once the cheap gifts are like going or are like mostly gone or sold out, by the time you hit like the end, they're either all gone, or if you're hitting last minute till Christmas, chances are most of them will be gone, and then they'll throw out and start to market the more expensive gifts that are like $40 to $100. So keeping that in mind, I hope the cheap gifts don't go away, because I want to stay on budget. At the same time, I do want to get quite a bit for other people. So it's this hassle of like, don't really have like a whole lot to spend, and like each week I'm trying to think like at least get one gift. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next video will probably be a drawing video. I forgot to do a video about one of the artworks that I did, because with my friend we're practicing different artworks of different styles, and I totally forgot to show the one that I made with like we this week actually she's gonna help me to find a job, like go around, hand out my resumes and try to get interviews. But I forgot to show last week's drawing that I worked on like separately from her, because we both chose a drawing, and then we both chose a drawing and art style from someone else, and then we drew it ourselves, but then we didn't color, we just did shading and stuff like that. And then this week we did the same, so I guess each week we're gonna, but this week I was kind of like out of it, so I chose like a simple thing to work on, but at the same time it's something that I find like I need to still work on. So I'm gonna show those in another video. Probably my next video. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!